The class of 2018, Hemp Meyers. Hemp Meyers was the son of thoroughbred sire Hempin out of the Mr. Meyers mare Miss Fancy Meyers. He was foaled on February the 1st, 1978 in the state of Louisiana.
He was born in 78. My dad, most people that know my dad know that he had certain horses that he just really fell in love with. Miss Fancy Meyers was one of those horses that my dad was just crazy about. And she did very well on the track. She made over $90,000 in her career. Hemp Meyers was her first baby. So what I can tell you about Hemp Meyers, born in 1978. I was in college at that time, that's why I wasn't around very much. But I do remember when Hemp Meyers was born. From the time he had a lot of personality when he was a foal. WA was crazy about him because that was Miss Fancy Meyers' first baby. And he would enjoy going to the barn every day, and he would get in a stall and play with that little colt. I mean, they would kind of roughhouse in the stall. The little colt would come at him and you know, charge into him and just playing. And so he was very attached to Hemp Meyers, liked him a lot.
I remember the most was his mother, Miss Fancy Meyers. She was running back in the mid-70s. She made $91,000. That was back in the mid-70s. That's a lot. 22 wins, 22 starts, and I think 12 wins. And he loved that horse. She was a great horse, and I think that, you know, is proof to the bloodline that Hemp Meyers carried on to the rest of the world. When she died, he loved her so much, he married her. Well, I now have his property. He buried that horse right outside the bedroom window. And he just loved his horses.
Hemp Meyers made his racing debut in 1980 at Delta Downs for owner and LQHBA Hall of Fame member W.A. Darling, and for trainer Ronald Briley.
Yeah, Hemp Meyers was a fantastic horse. He was a real easy horse, but when you put him in the gates, he was all business. Oh, he had a real good personality, you know, and he was but you take him out the barn to go to the racetrack, and he was all business.
In his 2-year-old campaign, he went to post in the trials for the Old South Futurity and qualified, and then came back in the finals to finish second. As a 3-year-old, he qualified into the Firecracker Derby, wrapping up his racing career on October the 11th of 1981 with earnings of over $58,000.
After that, he had chips in the knees, and I think that's when Mr. Darling took him out of training.
So Mr. Darling and I, we knew each other very casual, not close friends, but we knew each other. And we crossed at the races going to the betting window when some of his horses were running. And he said, "I heard you lost your stallion." I said, "Yes, sir, I did." He said, "I'll give you Mighty McKay if you want it." That was a previous stakes winner he had. I said, "I don't want Mighty McKay, I want Hemp Meyers," because I knew he was retiring from his 3-year-old racing year. He said, "Well, I might let you have him, being that you do your own AI, service that yourself." He says, I might let you have him. So we went on watching races. A few minutes later, we met up again at the races. I said, "Were you serious a while ago about letting me have Hemp Meyers?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "I'll be at your office at 9 o'clock Monday morning."
The two embarked on a 50-50 partnership, and Hemp Meyers stood stud at Fontenot's farm in Ville Platte. In 1982, Fontenot bred his mare Johnny's Flash to Hemp Meyers. A strapping filly was born at around 2 a.m. on February 27th of 1983. That filly was Flashy Hemp, who went on to win 12 of 20 starts, earning over $283,000. The Flashy Hemp Stakes at Delta Downs is run in April and named in honor of the champion mare.
And from that crop, we hit Flashy Hemp, which did now run a stake race in her honor. That year, Flashy Hemp won first 4 races she ran. There were 2 trials and 2 futurities. She won them both. And then he had several other winners. Then when it came to the big Louisiana quarter horse breeders, which is now called the $1 Million race, for Louisiana breds. But that Louisiana Quarter Horse Breeders Association Futurity, I think it was 125,000 in those days. Well, she runs second. She got beat by a horse named Son of a Hemp. He got beat by a nose. So the Hemp Meyers run first and second, and another one, I don't remember the name, he run fourth.
Glenn Fontenot told W.A. Darling that Hemp Meyers was no longer producing semen in 2009. When he turned 30, Hemp Meyers passed away at the age of 31 the next following year in 2010. Other big runners produced by Hemp Meyers include Horse Players Hemp, who ran out $200,000 and won 5 stakes events in his career. Candyman Hemp, winner of over $189,000 and a 2-time stakes winner. And Savona Hemp, winner of over $151,000 and a Futurity and Derby winner in Louisiana. Altogether, Hemp Meyers had 25 crops go to race, with 7 black-type graded stakes winners to his credit, and total earnings from offspring of over $2.9 million. The LQHBA is proud to announce one of the more prolific sires in Louisiana quarter horse racing history as a new member of the LQHBA Hall of Fame, Hemp Meyers.